The Israel Democracy Institute estimates that high tech has lost at least 7% of its total work hours due to reservist mobilization. Even when these workers return from active service, the disruption to research and development cycles delays product rollouts and undermines Israel's competitiveness. Startups are also quietly moving their headquarters abroad, often registering in the US or Europe to secure funding from investors wary of being tied to Israel during a genocide. These companies are unlikely to return even after the war ends, as relocation offers them easier access to foreign markets and removes them from the reputational risks associated with Israel's military actions that will persist even when everything we are witnessing now finally ends. Israel's reputation and its propaganda in pieces as it is. On top of war-related economic disruption, Israel faces a reputational crisis that is translating into divestment too. The genocide in Gaza has prompted institutional investors to reassess their exposure to Israeli companies. Sovereign wealth funds and pension schemes are leading the way, signalling a broader trend. The Norwegian Government Pension Fund, the world's largest sovereign wealth fund, has already divested from the likes of Bezek and Paz Retail and Energy due to their operations in occupied territories. The UK's Universities Superannuation Scheme, Britain's largest private pension fund, sold all Israeli bonds worth around £80 million, citing both financial and ethical concerns. Ireland's sovereign investment fund similarly exited at several Israeli companies, and other European firms are scaling back financing or withdrawing from Israeli-linked projects altogether. These moves may not yet represent an economic collapse, but they are warning signs. Institutional investors tend to act conservatively, and when they begin divesting, it suggests they view Israel as a long-term reputational and financial risk. The release of a UN report listing companies complicit in Israel's actions in Gaza has only increased the pressure on Western corporations to sever ties. The economic costs of war extend far beyond lost investment, though. Israel's own fiscal decisions are accelerating the crisis. The mobilization of hundreds of thousands of reservists has gutted productivity across the economy. The burden is particularly heavy on small businesses and self-employed workers, many of whom have lost clients or gone bankrupt due to prolonged absence. A Ynet survey